Inflation today in the U.S., 6.3% on our preferred measure, headline inflation, 6.3% on our preferred measure. If you look at the 1970s, and you take the median inflation rate for those living in the 1970s, 6.4% on headline PC inflation. So it is a lot of inflation. It's similar to 1970s levels. That's why we have to act forthrightly and aggressively to get inflation turned around and get it under control. If we don't do that, you could suffer a decade of high and variable inflation. And the other thing about the 1970s is that when you did have high and variable inflation, it wasn't just that, oh, we're putting up with high and variable inflation. It was that the real economy was also volatile during this period. And I think that that's because inflation messes up the price signals in the economy, makes it harder to tell where to invest. It's harder to tell which job to take. It's harder to tell which inputs to buy because the price signals are not telling you precisely what the costs are going to be. So we don't want to get into that situation. We've been through that. We learned lessons through that. So front load today. Get inflation under control in short order, and get inflation back on a path toward 2%.